Michigans do dive on it at the 22-yard line. And now the answer to the question that's been asked for a couple of weeks is that fateful block by Penn State returned for a touchdown. That was the decisive play in Happy Valley. He's not missed inside 40, but the pressure of the game can mess with the mind. And the reliable senior kicker pulls it wide left. In a row, from 28. And he knocks it straight through right off of the flagpole, which is in dead center in the goalpost there. You don't get extra points for that. Michigan will take the 3.
The linebackers, Baker's already walked up. McMillan's who ends up getting to the quarterback, but watch the running back and Smith and how unclear he is and what to do here. Ends up getting the pressure. Hooker's right here with his eyes on the quarterback. The ball just goes up in the air. And there's Hooker, who's been doing it all year. It's his 3rd interception for a touchdown, 7th for Ohio State this year. And again, we talked at the beginning, special teams, turnover margin, that's what ultimately is going to decide this game. And the Buckeyes capture a huge break here.
So a risky call by Harbaugh on Michigan backfires.
And wins. It's tough to slow down Hill, who's had success all year with this play. 263 pounds, lowers his shoulder. Ohio State tried to shoot their linebackers right into this hole here. Nice block by the big fullback Koji also to open that up.
Touchdown run that Bo Schembechler would appreciate.
Ball to go up into the air. Little ball fake, little play action fake. Keep the linebackers in. He got hit right as he threw the ball. May have affected the accuracy of the ball. That's why it maybe sailed on him a little bit high. Good pressure there by Chris Wormley, the senior out of Toledo. It's a dangerous play there. I don't think he intentionally went low, but definitely impacted too early. Ball just he's never quite able to secure it. You can see a great effort there by Devon Hamilton, the freshman, who ends up coming up with it during your own 20-yard line. You still got to call it? You said, if they give us the look, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, the 5-by-2 look, only 2 guys to one side of the center. Michigan was kind of in that look, and this guy can run, this Aussie, but boy, Wolverines are ready for that.
Yeah, Sam Hubbard is able to sustain his block. And I think it's a totally different story. I think they're able to pick up that first down. And Urban Meyer rolls the dice. Slide the big fella out of the backfield. The linebacker, Chris Worley, is late in getting out there. Maybe not anticipating and thinking that the ball would be thrown out into the flat. And Hill, Chris, at 265 pounds, has Spate. Baker is right here, just kind of sinks. And Wilton Spate just doesn't account for him. Comes off the play action look. He's waiting for that crossing route right here, but doesn't feel or see Baker. Puts it right into his hand. Maybe he thought he could get it over top of him, but Baker's a heck of an athlete. Goes up, remember he had the big play early in the year against Oklahoma. He's got great speed. Kind of a natural athlete in the open field who picks up big yards in the inventory. 2 plays later, as Chris said, Mike Weber, who's from Detroit, knows a lot of these Wolverines, goes up into the air and scores. Malik Hooker for a touchdown. This time, Jerome Baker goes up and makes a pivotal interception to give the Buckeyes great field position after the nice return. Jim Harbaugh helps him out with a reaction to an offsides call with an unsportsmanlike. Moves the ball deep into Michigan territory. 2 plays later, as Chris said, Mike Weber, who's from Detroit, knows a lot of these Wolverines, goes up into the air and scores hash, but it's basically like an extra, just close to the left hash, an extra point. The ball didn't even hit it.
Technique again, and Mike, former Van Durbin, this time knocks it through. 3rd time a charm. Teammate.
The attention of the Michigan defense. Watch how he goes here. Watch the Michigan defense react, opening up a lane for J.T. Barrett. He gives it a little shoulder to the outside. There goes the Michigan defense. And look at the job by that offensive line. But the linebackers and the safeties' eyes were on number 4.
Spade across the middle. Touchdown! Darboh went down low. There was hesitation on the call. What a catch by the senior who's dropped a couple. Spade from 36 for the lead. Responds to the pressure. And Michigan goes on top. Keeper. Head. Right Delano Hill got there. It looks like it's a first down. It is. Ohio State stays alive barely.
Man.
Play on third down. This time he felt it. There's that acceleration. That's what makes him so dangerous in the open.
Yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed that video. If you could just take a minute to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. It looks like a camera. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before January 1st. And thank you all for watching.